right, guys, got another mini M416. So these are really becoming popular. Like I said, they seem to kind of be replacing the AKM47. For a little while, there were some manufacturing issues with the AKM47s across all brands, since most of them are made at the same place. There were some gearbox issues. Those, I believe, are fixed now, but in the interim, we saw a lot of these mini M416s come out, and people like them since they have the rails up front and on the bottom. That was always a downside with the AKM47s, was you didn't have any place to put accessories. And as you know from others, you guys who use gel blasters, everyone likes to kind of customize, accessorize their blasters. Of course, I do. You see a lot of videos where I'm printing all kinds of things on my 3D printer to make custom accessories because I think it's pretty cool as well. So that's one of the big benefits you gain here. This one is from the brand called CAISSA. It's just C-A-I-S-S-A, CAISSA. If you search CAISSA gel ball blaster on Amazon, you should easily find this one and any other models that they currently have. So let's kind of check out everything that's here and then put it together as we go. And of course, we'll do some shooting with it. We'll see if it shoots as fast and as hard as those AKM47s used to. That was a great benefit with them too. And yeah, we'll go ahead and try it all out. So, of course, safety glasses. I always like to tell you guys, make sure you're wearing something over your eyes. Sunglasses are just as adequate as any of these safety glasses, but just make sure you protect your eyes because it's really the only way you can get hurt with these, okay? Gel beads, they give you 20,000 with a little bonus 500. So if this is your first blaster, you've never used them before, start with that little 500 pack just so that you learn how to soak your beads properly and that you don't try to soak a full one of these at once. You need about 4 liters of water to do this whole packet, okay? So you need a very large container and lots of water. So keep that in mind. Whereas with this, you can start much smaller, you know, just like a liter of water. And yes, there's gonna be water left over, but that's okay. So when it comes to soaking those gel balls, what I like to do, use containers like this. They're airtight, Tupperware type containers. You could put that 500 pack in here. Just go with a liter of water just because it's an easy amount. And then you're gonna wanna soak them for 4 to 6 hours. And then you're gonna drain off that excess water and they're ready to go. Important thing, if you're not using this same setup, just make sure you use plenty of water, a big enough container, and 4 to 6 hours. So they need to be able to grow to 7 to 8 millimeters for this to work properly. Otherwise, they're just going to dribble out the end of the gel blaster, and that's not cool. You don't want that happening. So make sure you soak them properly and then drain off any excess water. Don't worry, it's not going to hurt them, and don't worry, they can't grow too big. You certainly can store gel balls inside the hopper grenade as long as it's not connected to your blaster and the lid's on it tight. Gel balls, once they're made, can last in airtight containers for up to about 2 weeks. So keep that in mind too. Another reason not to make a giant batch at once unless you plan on using lots of them. Okay, I have a separate grenade already kind of partially filled of gel balls, so we'll go ahead and use that when it comes to the point to put those on. So then we got your battery. It's a magazine style battery. Big benefit here is there's no wire harness for you guys to rip out or wire harness to get caught on things. That certainly happens with plenty of the blasters because usually those battery compartments are pretty tight. So this is a nice you know, benefit of having this magazine style. Also just a single plug, just the white plug. You're just gonna go ahead, can only go on one way. You've got your USB charger here. Plug it into an AC adapter that's at least 1 amp. Charge it up so you're ready to go. Go ahead and put that in here. You can see right above it, that's your magazine release button or your battery release button, right? You're gonna push that down and pull to get it out, and then it clicks in there and it's locked. So let's test it out. Here's your on-off button. Don't forget that one. I've had multiple people can't figure out why their blasters aren't working, and I'm troubleshooting with much more complex ideas, and it turns out they just didn't have them turned on. So I like to remind everyone, don't forget to turn it on. Here's your bracket. This is going to connect your hopper to the gel ball blaster. You know, these hoppers are going to mount upside down, gravity fed, very consistent working mechanism for feeding in gel balls. So you've got your bracket here. Does have a little arrow on it, okay? So the arrow should just be pointing forward and you can slide it on, and that's going to slide into place. You can see it lines up perfectly. It's on nice and tight. Once you put these on, I advise leave them on. Taking them off and on, there's no benefit to that, and all it's going to do is cause this to loosen more and more and give you problems down the road. So put it on, leave it on, you're ready to go with that. Comes with an orange safety tip, you see here. I'd advise that you use this. Of course, you don't have to. I mean, this isn't a realistic looking gun, but still, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna line this up. So there's a little piece here that sticks out. It's kind of hard to see, I'm sure, in the camera. And then if you look at this, there's a piece, kind of a notch cut out right there. So you're gonna try to line those two up. And it is gonna fit tight, so you're gonna have to push it on there, good. But once it's on there, again, that's something you can just leave on. It's ready to go. All right, guys, so all we got to do is connect the hopper full of gel balls. You can see it's ready. Kind of hold it upside down, twist that on there. Tight, but not too tight. You're good to go. All right, we're going to go ahead. We're going to shoot it. We're going to test that FPS. We'll see how hard this guy shoots, and you'll get to see it shooting in general, so we can kind of gauge how fast it is. Let me know what you guys think. So I'll probably tag that onto the video and then also post these separately. Thanks for all the support. Please leave any comments or questions below. And of course, subscribe and like all the videos and participate in all my giveaways. You know, I give away multiple blasters every month, and it's probably just going to grow to more and more every month. So stay tuned.